a video on a stock which I think deserves our attention. It is Walgreens Boots Alliance. Walgreens WBA is the ticker symbol if you don't know it. And this is the chart on a monthly. The high was around $97 and we're at $9. That is basically 80-90% drop from the all-time high. The all-time high was about 2015, 2016, so that's like 10 years ago, uh, almost losing 10% a year. And the reason why I want to bring this to your guys' attention is, first of all, full disclosure, I own Walgreens at around $9.37. I don't want to BS you guys. I don't want to talk my book. I'm letting you know I am putting my money where my mouth is. Not as a long-term investment. As a trader and a scalper, I knew that there was a bunch of liquidity underneath 20 bucks. I bought it basically knowing that, hey, they have a buyout offer. I think it was Sequoia Capital. I forgot who it was, but they have a buyout offer for about $20 a share. A rumor of it, maybe it might happen. So I have that working for me, a $10 potential per share gain. I know that it's extremely oversold, and I can already see someone has been stepping up and buying huge quantities of shares on the bottom in the last few months. So the potential risk of further downside is a little bit mitigated. As you can see, this was a previous low from all the way 1996. So that's like 20, 30 years ago, it was this low. It has not been this low since. And another point in the book, I'm Indian. I don't know if you guys know that. I love discounts. This is a discount for me. I actually shop at Walgreens. So for me, it's like I know that they're going through a big change, competing with pharmacies online like Amazon and Rite Aid. And there's a bunch of other things they're competing with. I get it. But they are on like the strip of like the best real estate in America. They're on the corners with drive-throughs of the best real estate strips in America. And the reason I know that is because from 2012 to 2020, I did dry cleaning business in Atlanta, and I had 10 locations, and I was trying to be the end cap with the drive-through for my location. So I know how many Walgreens and other CVSs I was competing with for those end cap of like a strip mall, with drive-through and parking. Like that's like the most demanded spot in strip mall developments. And I was next to the Brave Stadium for a majority of my Atlanta Braves, the new Atlanta Braves Stadium, the one in Smyrna, not the one in the downtown. So all of that residential real estate went crazy into basically a sub like um, from suburban to urban, like city like style, because all those people were uh, like suburban people with nice big homes, and then a stadium came there. So whatever free land there was, it all got bought up and developed. It all went up 200% in property value. So those landlords of those strip malls became extremely wealthy, and commercial development came and bought out a bunch of it for premium. And that's what I'm saying. Like Walgreens, they have these leases. Maybe they'll sell those leases. All those stores have those drive-through. Like if they can just figure out how to become profitable again, they have the potential of a reversion to the mean. $20. So if some better management comes in and like turns around, they have the potential. Okay. The other thing I was trying to point out is that this stock has dividends. You get a yield about 10%. So if you become from a trader, a scalper, and forced into becoming an investor, basically you're forced into holding because you are in the red and you didn't step out, you get at least 10% dividend every 3 months as this company's turnaround comes into play. And another thing is, keep in mind, this was 30 years it took for it to drop here. You can wait another 10, 15 years to get that dead cat bounce into $35, $36. So keep in mind, you got to have a 5-year plan if you're going to be buying this and trading this and scalping this. that long-term plan has to be there, as well as the short-term plan, like, hey, when do you pull the plug on this if this actually goes to downside? Well, if you're taking more risk than around $7, you got to ask yourself why. And we're going to go over that, okay? We're going to go over that. So now let's go into the real technical analysis. I give you guys the fundamentals of this company, why I think it's worth it. I gave you a fail-proof plan going like, hey, if this thing goes to the downside, you can hold it and DCA into your average and get 10% dividends per quarter while you do that. I gave you some FOMO, hope, and dream, letting you know that there is private corporations trying to take this private, and there were rumors of the offer being $20 a share, and we're at $10 a share. So you will actually see that pump, I think it was from around here. Where was it? Was it over here? We recently had a pump on this asset. I don't know if it was, hold on, let's go to daily. Okay, when that rumor came out, it was very, very recent. So let's just, on the daily, you can see it over here. We were just floating around since September, October on these lows around $8, $9. And once the people heard of the rumor, you got this nice little pump up to $11. And you got to push right back down because people understand that it's a rumor. It's not actual, like actually occurring and happening. But if this thing comes to fruition, this little consolidation, in my opinion, is a bull flag consolidation. Your risk to the downside, like I said, was $7, but here is $8. Underneath $8, if you're holding, gotta understand that you are risking like hopes and dreams of this thing coming up, and you better have a plan of DCA. So don't take your house and your wife and your kids and sell them and go all in over here. Have a plan of DCAing into lows, and I'm going to show you that as soon as I unclick this button, what I have in store for that. So let's go quickly back on weekly. The possibility of that $20 price is there. Okay, the averages will tell you, hey, like once you start getting open and closes above 15, the rumor might be buy the rumor and then sell the news of, hey, the buyout is true, because you might get an overbought condition playing out, that as soon as the buyers are like, like this volume is showing you, there's buyers here. Someone might be buying and getting ready for the news to front run. What they'll do is they'll soak up all the supply here, okay? They'll let it go sideways. They'll soak up all the supply. Once the sellers stop and they see, and maybe they watch this video and they understand, once you get above on a weekly time frame above $15 and you start closing above $15, the first tap will reject, okay? Let's just go into doodle time. This is the fibs that I'm looking at. Underneath our $8 risk, I mean $8, every freaking person with eyes on their head can see underneath this low. Why would you want to hold it, right? So those people don't have any idea even like, yo, why did we reject over here? Why do I even have these color bands here? They don't understand that. They don't know. If they have EMAs on, okay, cool. They're seeing this yellow EMA. They have green EMA. What logic, what conclusions are they drawing for their trading analysis on that? I have no idea. What I can tell you is as we're going to the downside, right? Buyers are stepping up and selling volume is decreasing. So this would be considered a bullish divergence. I'm looking for Wyckoff accumulation to be shown, right? So how do I want to see that in the charts? I want to see this little, whatever this is, whatever consolidation you want to call it, triangle, buyers, everyone's got a different whatever lingo. There are people who are buying here. I myself have bought here. Now, if I know that I like my inverse head and shoulder setup, I understand that you're going to probably do a little of this kind of stuff, okay? This is the ideal way for the upside continuation to occur. Okay, now this is like picture perfect textbook stuff. Will it play out like this? I don't know, dude. How am I gonna know? Am I the guy who, like, this company is worth, what is the market cap? $8 billion. It don't matter how much I buy or what I do, I can't make nothing occur on this asset, which is worth $8 billion. There is no amount of money that I can scrounge up that will do anything other than making a video to inform you And if the masses agree with me, then we can hurt institutions just like Roaring Kitty and GameStop and AMC. They're the same concept. The thing is oversold. There needs to be calls in the options premium probably showing up. There needs to be a buyer stepping up to give us the proof that, hey, this is gonna turn around, or someone is gonna just let this 8 billion or whatever I said market capitalization of this company go to garbage. You know, the likelihood of that going to garbage is like there's a lot of shareholders in here, and we could look at the insider trading. If we go to Yahoo Finance, I can, you know, go into the fundamentals, and we could see what the insiders are doing with the stock offerings they're probably getting at free. Are they selling? Are they holding? We can see that. You know, the actual directors of the corporation, what are they doing? So all that aside, this is the price path I would like to see. I said 8 is like whatever number. It doesn't really matter to me, the $8 level. But this level over here, it extremely is important. Underneath $7 is like risk for you to just go to zero, okay? And the liquidity that's sitting at this level here is probably enormous. I'm sure if you guys have level 2 or access to like order books or heat maps, you could probably see there's probably some institution who's got some OTC order over here, but which we won't see. And the second that this thing goes to this level, you will see a quick, like, freaking wick back up. Because the market makers probably are like, yes, we'll execute your 100 million shares at this price. And now they have to make the market go to that price to actually be able to execute that order. And whatever they're doing to make the market do what they do, they're doing it, you know, like these institutions, these hedge funds, that's what their job is to make the market move in the direction. That's what they're doing. So when they do what they're doing, we have to be, as retail traders and people who don't have money to move markets, patient with the plan to accumulate. I already have a little bit in here, and it's in my IRA. Okay, so I want to be full disclosure. I have this stock in my IRA because this is not a crypto asset, and if I hold this long term, I'll get 10% every 3 months, every quarter, forever, for 5 years. That's the long term plan. Now, that's me putting in like 6, 7 figures into this and holding those shares. Now, yes, you got the dividend income. Guys, you have options you can sell against your shares. You will collect premium. There are so many ways to hedge and protect your position. I hope you are with a plan and not just doing some YOLO casino nonsense, and that's why you're losing money in the market. This is a long-term time table. This doodle I drew, if it takes the time to do it, that's 1,102, you know, like what the, that's 3 year plan here. This is a 3 year accumulation an institution is going to play out for the turnaround story here on Walgreens, and they're going to be eating that dividend while they put their money at risk in this 3 to 5 year plan for return. So when this company goes private, obviously this whole plan is going to get scrapped, and we're going to have to sell our thing at whatever premium we're going to get. But if Sequoia Capital or whoever this private company doesn't come in, we have that long-term plan. We have the plan that, hey, every 100 shares we have, we can sell call option, you know, 0 to day, whatever you want to collect your premium. However you want to do your thing, guys, do it, okay? I'm 37. I'm going to turn 38 in 2, 3 months. I have time on my side. I don't have to rush and like have to have like, oh, if I don't make this money in today or in 3 months, oh, there's a problem. No, this is money that's in my IRA. I can't even take it out until retirement without paying taxes. My goal was to grow this passive income and let it just sit there. So it's money I can't do anything with. I have less stress to try to manage it. All I need to do is protect my capital for downside, and those options I gave you previously are the ways that I'm going to protect the downside risk for myself. You can do it accordingly if you want. Okay, back to this. Weekly, this is what we're looking at. Monthly, we know this is possible because looking left, this is where the original lows were at before the upside continuation started. Okay, I'm not even looking at past this level. What is it, 1990? I'm looking at 1990 and above because of this flat bottom over here, and then upside continuation from there. What my assumption is that this is going and retesting this order block right over here. Let me just make it as blind as possible for you guys. That thing. Okay, because look at this markup. Okay, this was a parabolic markup. So whatever this company did, maybe they didn't sell their shares and all the employees were holding it. What is this? What is doing this? Nvidia. I think 73% of Nvidia employees are millionaires, probably because they all have shares in the company and they all are holding it. That's the same mentality with Bitcoin or any limited supply asset, right? So that's why it goes up like this, because the supply is low and the demand is high, guys. So this is the same situation as why I want Solana, why I want Ethereum, why I want Bitcoin, why I think Solana's inflationary supply model, if it could go to deflationary or at least like a set limited supply, you will see that thing go to 3 figures. You'll see it go to 1,000 and plus. And Ethereum is on its way to 10K plus in time. And Bitcoin is already at 100K, and even if it retraces, I don't think it's going like too much lower than like 60,000. So yeah, guys. WBA, same philosophy. If this company just does what they need to and just like stay sideways, the money will eventually go revert back to the mean. Even if there's no buyout offer, I'm expecting around $17, $18, okay, in a few months, okay? And if you want to go even more conservative, like you want to minimize your risk on a daily time frame in this consolidational pattern, got this risk, right? If you want to have a limit underneath $9, $8.80, just know, hey, underneath that level, people are trying to sell at a loss and get out. They're panicking, right? That's a good time to buy. Underneath this level over here, this $8, people are officially trying to stop out and get out, right? It's a good time to buy. That blood is what I am horny for that. When this thing goes up here and does this thing, people are going to be greedy, right? I'm going to be the first guy to tell you, hey, you freaking greedy pig. Greedy, 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 greedy pig. I don't care if Sequoia Capital is going to give you $20 or not. If you don't sell in that box right here, you're a silly, greedy pig, because the risk of you doing something like, so this rejection here, right? This first time you reject here, that makes sense, okay? But if you reject here and then you get back over here and you reject here, this is your new lower low. And you could go right back here and get the heck out and go to those lower levels. And that's probably because the rumor comes and they don't get bought out, okay? And then you just see all the hopes and dreams get flushed out and people become net sellers, etc., etc., etc. And why does something like this happen? Why is the risk? This gap fill, okay? You come to retest this rejection area and the deal does not go through with them getting bought out or whatever, and whatever price they offered it at probably is going to come near this price over here, like $14, $15. People are looking for that 20. Maybe it's over here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the chart is telling you. The chart is telling me, hey, gap fill and rejection. How many times have you seen this on CME? This asset can do the same thing, okay? So we need to see more. The reason why I'm making this video and dropping it today, tomorrow is its earnings. Depending on their earnings per share, are they going to pay out that dividend properly or not? And what the earnings call is, we will see. Okay? Everything is going to come into people's faces tomorrow. But I already bought, and I'm ready to add, even if they give you bad news. If people get good news tomorrow, it's just gonna gap. If when these people do these news calls and stuff, they have to prepare reports. They have to get ready for these presentations. People are already typing up these articles and blah, 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 blah. How many people get to know before you? You're gonna see it in the price before the news even comes out. When the news comes out, it's basically already doing the squeeze that needs to. Why does this pop occur? It's probably a short squeeze that's occurring, right? Because everyone is heavily selling net sellers. One market buyer, net positive market buyer coming in, and they're just eating up the order book of the sells, and then there's no more sellers. Well, he's himself is going to push this thing up. So that is, I hope, all understandable by you guys. I know I went a real long rant and try to describe stuff that probably a lot of people are not even aware of, but all you real traders understand exactly what I'm talking about. This analysis is completely understandable as to why we would come back up to here and reject. You know that this head and shoulder is possible, and this could be the next lower high for you to actually look for the next actual area to short is this distributional top, because these EMAs are all probably going to curve over here and give you a rejection. Okay? That's the gist of the story. I hope this stuff makes sense to you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the comment section below. Feel free to join the Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow. Thank you so much, guys. I do have my MEXC link in the group so you guys can use MEXC and get all those cash bonuses, and it helps this channel grow, and I will continue to do the analysis on crypto because I trade all my stuff on MEXC. On top of MEXC, I will be doing links for these funded like brokers, like Top Step is one, and Apex Trader is the two that I use. I just want to make sure that before I promote these guys, I get a payout, because I'm already in them. I'm already like past payout levels. It's just I'm doing stuff on my own terms, and once I can be comfortable and confident, I will go forward, because these people that give you the money to trade on these prop firms, they have extra rules and regulations and drawdown rules, and if you're a profitable trader, don't do that stuff. Okay, you don't need that stuff. You might ruin something that is already a profitable strategy. You might ruin it because you're trying to follow their prop firm rules and strategies, and it's just something to challenge yourself if you're already a good trader. So while I was doing this, I learned a little bit better patience on my crypto, because while I was trading those funded prop firms, when you're trading NQ and Dow and ES and YM, they move in very similar but very different. And when you see the confluence of your equities to crypto, you're like, things will make sense. Go back a year or two of my video and go look at my Dixie analysis and what Dixie was doing with its correlation with crypto, and look at what Dixie is doing. Today we hit 109.50. We almost hit 110 on Dixie, okay? And crypto is where it's at because of that, probably. So just be aware that yeah, all of that stuff. So yeah, hope you guys had a good time. I hope these videos are informative and you guys are learning stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. If you want to get better at trading and you're taking trading seriously, feel free to join the Discord server. We will get that paid membership thing going again. I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. There's no like signal hungry people here, and that like what you're paying for is what you're going to get. So you are paying to basically take shortcuts in your trading journey. That's what I'm trying to give you. The shortcuts that I use might not work for everyone, but if you can take something out of it and apply it to your trading and become even a little bit more profitable, or a little bit better at risk management, or even a little bit more patient, because you can analyze, hey, I can wait another week or two, I can wait another candle or two. If that all helps you, it's worth the cost for your education now, because the educational cost that you're paying for yourself, you're investing in yourself, it will reward you 10x in the future. Okay, promise you. So wish you the best. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.